Thanks for tuning in, and I want to wish you a fantastic day today. Use the word fantastic and watch your life change. As you know, there's 3 commitments to kindness in the Be Fantastic philosophy. And today I'm going to talk about the most important one, the hardest one, which is be kind to yourself. So I made a little list here because I didn't want to omit any of the things I haven't spoke to in the past about. But sit back and listen closely, and because this is for you. Because you are the most important person in the universe. There's 8 billion people out there, and every one of them's important. Everyone has a fantastic story. And I'm out to meet them all, but so far I only know 7,400 at any rate. So be kind to yourself is the hardest, the most important commitment you'll ever make in your life. And how do we do that? Well, first off, you must love yourself. How can you expect anyone to love you if you don't love yourself? So we're going to go through all the ways you could love yourself and be kind to yourself here and now. So you come first. The greatest analogy is when you're on an airplane, if you've ever been on one, they all say if the oxygen mask drops, put it on first, then help others. A lot of people say, no, my wife comes first. My husband comes first. My kids come first. No. If you're dead, how can they come first? If you're not well or happy, how can you be of service to them, yourself, or the planet? So you come first. You're the star of a movie, and you're the star of the movie, the writer of the movie, and the director of the movie. You are the most important person on the planet. Get that through your head, okay? We're going to go through that. You've got to believe in yourself. Know that every decision you make is the correct one. Every day you're going to turn left. You're going to decide to turn left or turn right. That's your decision. Some people make it for you, but no. When you decide to turn left or turn right, it's the perfect decision. Sometimes it seems that it didn't work out, but that's incorrect. Everything happens in life as it should, when it should. So when you start to believe in your decisions, which was that turn you made, you get confidence in yourself. And with that confidence, you're going to get success in life. And with that success, you're going to get happiness because we're here to be happy. You know, I'm a humanologist, a philosopher, sometimes a motivational speaker. And I know humans. They're the same as they were since the beginning of man. Unfortunately, there's a lot of cruelty, but I don't talk about negativity. I talk about positivity. So you have to really believe that every decision you make is correct. Now, if you start thinking about what I could have, should have done, that's negative thinking. That's bad energy. You didn't make it. The reason you're watching this right now is because you made every correct decision in your entire life to sit here and listen to me. So every decision is correct. Don't get rid of negative thinking. We're going to talk about that in a second. So thinking positive. I mean, come on. Why would you think negative? My son was a big sports, famous tennis player, and I still teach the psychology of sports. Thinking positive. You're off in tennis. You're up. You're down a break point that could change your life. If you start thinking I'm going to double fault, that's a horrible thing. But if you think I'm going to have the greatest second serve, and I also teach golf, the positive thoughts, manifestation of the positive in that action, you've got to believe it's going to work. I'm the total epitome and proof that manifestation works. I manifested my life. I manifestate my happiness. I don't think about the negative, and I try to eliminate it. I'm going to show you how you can do that. And if you can eliminate the bad, negative things, because if it didn't kill you, it made you stronger, okay? So you must think positive. Now, my favorite quote is from René Descartes, the French philosopher, one-hit wonder, and he said, "I think, therefore I am." If you think you're beautiful and everyone in the world thinks you're ugly, you're beautiful, and vice versa. And Henry Ford once said, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right. That's brilliant. Think positive. Know it's going to work out. Manifestate the results. There's Stephen Greer. I was listening to him yesterday. I'm here in Belize right now doing a lot of relaxation because I live in Antigua, Guatemala now, watching a lot of podcasts on the big screen, 45-inch screen here. And, there's a lot of experts out there. There's a lot of PhDs. There's a lot of scientists. And they all have some really, really great things to say. Stephen Greer has proven that 1% of a group can manifestate amazing things. It's consciousness. We must become conscious. And that's another thing to be happiest and to be kind to yourself is to manifestate your happiness. Okay, let's keep going on here. So I think, therefore I am. That is the most important quote, because you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe you're beautiful. You got to, and the way to do this, there's systems for this. Look in the mirror and out loud, because if you have to say it out loud, or the subconscious is not really going to get it. Say, I am beautiful, I am happy, I'm successful, I am vibrant, I am giving, I'm loving, I'm kind, I'm generous, I'm fantastic. Say these things each day in the mirror. Now, conversely, if you look in the mirror and say, I'm ugly, I'm a loser, I'm fat, I'm stupid, it's obvious, isn't it? Isn't that obvious? If you think positive, positive things will happen. And if you think negative, negative things will happen. I can't believe you don't agree with that. See, the 3 commitments to kindness solve all mankind's problems. There's no question in my mind, and of the 7,400 people that are following and being ambassadors of kindness. My mission is to introduce it to more people, because it solves all mankind's problems. But you got to start with your happiness. And no, I don't even think I even wrote this. No one's opinion of you matters except yours. Because everyone's opinion about you has an agenda for them. Your parents, your best friend, your spouse, they have their own agendas, and they're influencing you with their opinion. You should never be embarrassed for the rest of your life after today. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Never be embarrassed, because that means you're caring what other people think of you. Here's a good example. Rich people dress down because they have confidence. Poor people dress up because they need to build their confidence up. What do you care what people think? I remember years ago, I had long hair. I was producing Ray Charles in concert, and I went up to my investor's house in Beverly Hills, and I drove my van up there. And I had long hair and looked like probably a hippie or a bum, whatever. And I got these looks, and because people judge by the appearance. And I got up there and I got into his Rolls because we had some things to do. I drove down the hill in his Rolls Royce. Now everyone's like, waving to me and being really nice. I'm the same person 10 minutes later, but I'm driving a Rolls. People care too much what everyone else thinks. You'll be a lot happier when you stop caring about being judged. That's why the girls are getting the Botox and the lips and the big breasts, because we all want to be loved. We all want to be accepted and liked. I do too. I didn't have any love as a child. I didn't have any guidance as a child, but I came out okay. By the way, the first 7 years of our lives are really instrumental, according to all the experts, in the development of your life and your happiness. And if you could ignore those 7, which I probably did, that's why I'm okay, because I got beat, I got humiliated, I had the war, 3 sets of parents. I don't want to go into the negativity of that shit. But I came out, I guess, okay, because maybe I don't have the memory for it. Because I think you should delete the negative. Because if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. So let's go on. I got lots more on the list here. Delete negative thinking and negative people from your life. They're cancerous to your health. They're cancerous, literally cancerous. Negative people want to drag you in the mud because they're miserable. They want company. When I say delete, it means ignore negative people. Walk away from fights and arguing. Don't associate with them because they're just, again, cancerous. You know what cancer is, right? It kills you. Negative thinking will kill you. And you can actually think your mind. The mind is the most incredible thing there is. And people don't even use it. Very few people use it. They use a small percentage of it. And they're proving, watch the movie Lucy. That's a pretty interesting movie. So delete that from your life. Do everything in moderation. I don't say don't do drugs, but do them in moderation. I don't say stop drinking alcohol. Do it in moderation. People, I know a lot of alcoholics. They were alcoholics. They drank too much because they couldn't control it. Then finally they stop. They're miserable because they think if they have one drink, they're going to go back to excess. If you can be strong enough to say, no, I'm going to have 1 beer a day, one glass of wine a day or two. Moderation, too much sex in moderation, too much work in moderation. Here's one of my sayings for those workaholics. If you work too hard, this is for the men, because you think you're doing the right thing, you want to make a bunch of money and you want to make everybody happy. Well, because you're always working, you're a workaholic, you're not there for the wife or the kids. So the wife will divorce you and the kids will hate you because you weren't there for their play, for their softball game, for whatever, for dinner. So if you don't make enough money, your wife will divorce you and your kids will hate you because you didn't get her the things she wants or the kids. So it's a moderation. Work hard, go home for dinner, go back to work, but be there for the kids every time. The best thing you can do in life is to be a great parent. And I was a fantastic parent. That's the best thing you can do in life. All parents are amateurs. All parents are amateurs. They were raised by amateurs who were raised by amateurs who were raised by amateurs. You're talking about generations of amateurs trying to raise children. And you can read every book on the planet about child rearing and you're going to screw it up. My saying as a philosopher is after 6 kids, you're going to make less mistakes. Less mistakes. Not no mistakes, less mistakes. So we love our children. Hopefully we love our children. Hopefully they weren't there by accident. But we have to give away a lot of our lives, a lot of our time, energy, and kindness to making them great human beings. And the best thing I've done in my life, and I've made a lot of money, and I've really had a fantastic life. I can't say how fantastic of a life I've had, if you know me. But I raised 2 fantastic sons, and I'm very, very proud of them. And they're raising their children to be fantastic. So that's wonderful. Moderation. I mean, exercise in moderation, everything in moderation. My goodness. Eat healthy. Don't eat junk food. I mean, there's so much. It's all about greed. The whole society is based on greed. And that it's a very violent world. It's a very greedy world. It's a very stupid world. But I travel around the world and I see these poor areas, and every little city, every little store has junk food in these displays that are pouring out in the sidewalk. They don't have room inside because they want people walking by to grab that junk food. And the junk food is addictive, and they've designed it to be addictive with the salts, the sugars, and the fats in it. And it's delicious. It's sometimes because you're not happy, you eat, and it's just eating in moderation. Did I mention that? Eat in moderation. Okay, you got to eat healthy. Anything they say, anything packaged is unhealthy. The preservatives, the junk. And now, because of the greed, they have GMO foods that are being injected so they grow faster. I mean, the things they're doing just to make more money is appalling. Society is appalling. If you can get out of the system like I did, finally. I've interviewed a lot of people in my travels. I've got 2,000 videos on this YouTube channel here. And basically, the real smart people got out of the rat race, because it's just designed to make the rich richer, and the rich are greedy. If the rich weren't so greedy, we wouldn't have poverty. We would have a lot less problems in the world if there was less greed in the world, less violence in the world. So you got to eat healthy. Exercise. Did I mention exercise yet? And don't kill yourself exercising. I mean, these guys work 8 hours a day exercising. I have some friends that do that. I mean, if that's what turns you on, great. But I mean, eventually, in age, you cannot not be able to keep that up, and your body can fall apart. Moderation, exercise in moderation. Like in school, they taught you to do jumping jacks, sit-ups, and push-ups. That's all you need to do. You don't need to have a gym. People say, I can't afford a gym, so I'm going to get fat. No, you just need to eat less and exercise. Now, I have a theory. If you want to gain weight or if you want to lose weight, it's called ELEM. You want to gain weight, to gain weight, you eat more and exercise less. ELEM. That's to gain weight, right? I'm a little confused here. ELEM. And if you want to lose weight, you eat less and exercise more. ELEM. Exercise less, eat more, or eat more and exercise less. Same thing. Anyway, that's just a little play on words. To be kind to yourself is to relax. People are taking life too serious. Chill every once in a while. Block it all out, and they call that meditation. The next one was meditation. If you're painting, that's meditation. If you're singing, it's meditation. Dancing is meditation. Doing something you love, you're getting in the moment, and you're meditating. You don't need to meditate for hours. You can meditate for 5 seconds, a minute. Just relax. Take it for yourself. A lot of people, I send out a motivational quote to my thousands of ambassadors around the world, 150 plus groups. And I know for a fact, a lot of them are too busy to open it up, too busy trying to make money. And it might be a quote that could make their day, make them smile, because smiling is very, very healthy. Releases endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin. Saying the word fantastic makes you smile, whether you hear it or say it. And they call me Dr. Fantastic. I'm not a doctor because I have the prescription, which I'm giving you now, for a happier and healthier life. I'm spending the time. I hope at least one person watches this, likes, subscribes, and shares, and it will help make the world a better place. Let me go on. Meditate. I'm not a great meditator. I don't do yoga that well. I always hurt myself when I do yoga, and that's exercise. Moderately. So I did the last one I did here in Antigua. I went to a yoga class. I didn't follow them exactly. I would have killed myself. I did it at my pace. I did a little stretching. I did it relaxing, and I got a little exercise. That's good. Again, I think I said this earlier. You come first. It's so important to know that you come first. It's not being selfish. Don't be selfish, but know that if you're not alive, you can't be helpful to yourself, the world, your children, your company. You come first. You are the star of a movie. You're the writer, director, and producer of that movie. Make it a fantastic movie by following Dr. Fantastic's advice. Here's another negative trait people have: arguing and fighting. Don't engage in it. It's negative stuff. Your girl or your guy wants to do an argument, agree with them. And then they're going to say, what? No. Then they're going to turn it around. Walk away from a fight. There's too many people rotting in jail for the rest of their lives by pushing someone back in a bar, in an argument, in a fight, and they fell down and they killed them and they died. And again, don't text while driving either. A lot of people are in jail for that as well. But you're always going to regret a fight or an argument. And there's no takeovers in life. In third grade, there's takeovers, but not in life. So don't argue or fight. The only good thing that can come out of lying or arguing and fighting is make-up sex. But that's for the people that are married. Okay. Now, I do have a saying: kind people, which I want you to be, don't lie, steal, cheat, lie, steal, cheat, fight, or kill. Why would you do those things? But if you must lie next to someone that you love. If you must steal away from bad company. If you must cheat death. If you must fight tyranny. And if you must kill a bad habit. I'm still a little saying of mine. So fighting and arguing, this negative energy, walk away. And when you get into a relationship, this is another advice for guys. Tell your girl that when a fight occurs, you're not a coward, but you're smart enough to know to walk away, because it's dangerous dealing with a drunk or someone who's on drugs or someone who's just stupid in a fight. Bad things can happen. Bad things usually happen. Watch some movies. They're all about negative shit. So don't engage in fighting and arguing, please. Dream fantastic things. Dream. You gotta have a dream. Have a fantastic dream. I dream of making the world a kinder place. Was I always kind? No. Did I do some really bad things in my life? Yes. But we can make up for it. There's many killers, these rap stars that go to jail and kill someone and then come out and become multimillionaires, and they're okay because they turned a leaf. Now they're doing something productive, like making music. I don't agree with it, but I mean, anyway, anyone can turn a new leaf. I'm making up for all the unkind things I did in my life by being kind, by coming up with the 3 commitments, which will make history if people follow them. And it's going to be, it's the hardest thing I've ever done. I've always loved the challenge. I've done over 100 different things in my life, in as far as work goes, and everything's easy. This is the toughest challenge of my life, and I'm loving it that I'm changing people's lives every day. So I'm dreaming fantastic. Create short, medium, and long-term goals. Now, if you're overweight, it probably took you years to get overweight. So now, as a long-term goal, say I'm going to lose a pound a month or a pound a week, which is not hard because it's just one less bag of potato chips a day, whatever. But you got to have short-term goals that you can achieve, make yourself happy, medium goals, and long-term goals. The governments think 50, 100 years down the line. They launched the James Webb telescope. It took 20 years to build it and to launch it. And imagine, I was watching a documentary on it. Imagine that day when it finally launched. There was 344 things that could go wrong that would make the whole system, 20 years and $10 billion, go down the tubes. 344 things. Now they're seeing back to the beginning of time. Oh my goodness, there's so much to learn out there. Most people aren't able to see the things I'm seeing and to do what I've done in my life because I haven't dedicated my life to working, just to making money. Okay? So I'm dedicating my life to learning, to being inquisitive, to being curious. We used to ask why as a child all the time. We don't ask why anymore. But there's lots of things. I don't want to know how things work. Why this is happening? Why are there wars? Well, that's man's stupidity. Stupid question that is. Find something to be passionate about. Here's the secret to life. Jump out of bed in the morning. If you can figure out a way that will make you jump out of bed in the morning, it means you found your passion. When you find your passion, you'll love what you're going to do. When you love what you're going to do, you're going to have fun doing it. When you have fun doing it, you're going to do it well. And when you do something well, someone's going to pay you for it. But don't jump out of bed to make money. Now, there's 3 types of people. I broke them into 3 types. There's the person that has a passion, that jumps out of bed and has a fantastic life. I remember interviewing this one girl. She was an actress. What makes you jump out of bed in the morning? She goes, when I have a role. I finally get a role and I just can't hardly sleep. I jump out of bed in the morning. I'm ready for that role. Fantastic day she's going to have. So that's the 1% maybe of people who jump out of bed looking forward to their day. 95% or maybe 80%, I forget the figures. I got it written down someplace. Are people who crawl out of bed because they got it. The alarm goes off. They know they got to get out of bed, so they crawl out of bed. They really don't want to, but because they got to do something that they don't enjoy, because they got to make money, because they got themselves in a rut, or they had too many kids, or they just don't know what they're doing, and they're following the system, and they got to make money. So that's the biggest percentage. Then there's the third percentage, the people, I'm not getting out of bed, screw it. Maybe they just escape society, and which is a good thing as well. But it's not about money, people. Money will not buy you happiness. I know billionaires. I've had a lot of money in my past. It does not buy you happiness. It buys you lots of fun little trinkets and maybe a yacht and a nice big house. And there's so many rich, famous people that kill themselves. A lot of them. Because money doesn't buy you happiness. I talk to and I interview a lot of people, and they all say they want to win the lottery, or they want to go to America where they can get rich. No. Find a love, get away from society, get on an island, escape society. Society is driven by 17 families. They control all the money in the world. And they control all the money, so they control the banks, the governments, the media. And you're not going to see on mass media things they don't want you to see, because that would affect their bottom dollar. It's all about money. Don't kid yourself. Create things, art. I'm a painter. I'm an eco artist. I take junk and I make beautiful signs with them, and I make beautiful art out of it, and I give it away. I don't even sell it, but you can make money by selling art. My stepfather was a famous abstract expressionist, so I have art in the family. Music. Learn an instrument. Write books, write poetry, write poems, write blogs. All kinds of things. I write blogs. Sing and dance, that keeps you young. I think I'm in my 20s. I think that. So am I that? Physically, maybe not. My ex-wife would always say, she thinks I'm from a different planet. I always thought that was a put down, but I know now it's a compliment. I have a girlfriend that says I'm from Pleiades, so there you go. And maybe I am, because I'm a crazy motherfucker. And I love being crazy. And I've learned recently that I'm a fool. And I think it's the most wonderful trait you could be. Look it up in the tarot cards, what a fool does. They're very important in society to be foolish. Because you're childish, you're inquisitive, you don't care about results, you don't care what other people think. I love being a fool. I was going to say something about being from a different planet. I don't know. Oh, here's what I wanted to say. Even though my wife thought I was crazy to go around the world and do what I'm doing, I'm going to go with Steve Jobs, who said, People who are crazy enough to think they can make a difference in the world are the ones that do. And I know I've made a difference. I don't get a whole lot of feedback from the 7,400 plus ambassadors I have around the world, 126 countries, I'm proud to say. There's 195 countries, so I'm 70 short. So I hope to get some more countries here. Okay, I had the worst childhood on the planet, possibly. 3 sets of parents, no love, no guidance. It was pretty. People say I had a happy childhood. I go, what's that like? So I would say delete your unhappy memories, and I don't have those memories. So, and I know I have a few of them, but I think I've deleted most of them. Deleted the beatings and the whippings and the humiliation and degradation and all the horrible things that happened to me as a child, especially the first 7 years. Oh my goodness. Use your painful past as a ladder to growth rather than an anchor. Most people carry this baggage with them. I tell girls maybe that were raped. A lot of girls were raped because men are dogs. To try to delete that from your memory. And hypnotism works. If someone hypnotizes you to forget about that horrible, horrible memory that you carry with you every day to make yourself miserable, and you don't remember it anymore, it doesn't affect you. So I have a shitload of bad memories that I don't remember. I also don't remember the fantastic memories, which is a bummer because I've had some fantastic memories and people remind me every once in a while of those fantastic things I did or did with them. So use it as a ladder to growth. If it doesn't kill you, it makes you a better and stronger person. Be curious. Curiosity is fantastic. I want to know how everything works. I want to know what everyone's doing. I want to just know about how the cosmos work. I'm learning about quantum entanglement, consciousness, aliens. I love aliens. I love technology. I'm a global ambassador to E-Jet, which is going to be the limo in the skies that are going to be flying in about 10 years. And it's like $38 an hour to get in this gyrocopter that's jet powered and electric. I'm so proud to be representing out of these 7,000 ambassadors some fantastic technologies. I mean, go to befantastictoday.com, go to brand ambassadors, amazing companies that are part of the Be Fantastic philosophy, and they are ambassadors of kindness. So be curious, man. Just learn. The more you know, the easier your life's going to be. And the more valuable you will be to others. Imagine, like AI. I wish I was AI. AI knows everything. All the books, all the movies, all the history of mankind. And in a millisecond, they come up with decisions and books and scripts and everything else. AI is unfortunately, the bad news today is AI is going to destroy humanity. And it's a billion times smarter than mankind already. Find awe in your life, like just a sunset. The simple things. If you could do 2 minutes of awe in your life, you'll extend your life. Kindness. My whole thing is about kindness. Relieves anxiety, depression, and what is it? Anxiety, depression, and something else. It extends your life. It cures you from illnesses. Kindness is the most important thing you can do for your health, happiness, and to make the world a better place. But you got to be kind. I'm only going to the first. This is just the first of the 3 commitments. Be kind to yourself. The others are be kind to others and be kind to Mother Earth, which I'll go in other episodes. But this is mostly for the new ambassadors, and I'll share this. When I went to the pyramids, the awe of looking at the pyramids, the awe of jumping out of an airplane, the awe of my first solo flight, the awe of being on a $300 million yacht, the awe of being in these incredible mansions that I experienced in my life. I mean, I love awe. You have to have awe in your life. If you're not going, you're missing people drive by the most incredible thing. They say, if you see a rose, stop and smell it. Stop and enjoy a sunset. Don't be so consumed with making money that you miss life. I know hundreds of people that said they missed their life because they're so busy making money. And you don't get it till you're 50 or retired how important every day is. Famous people have said, live every day as though it's your last, because one day it will be your last. 30 minutes here. Smile. The word fantastic makes you smile, which releases endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin, which release stress, anxiety, and depression. That's what it was. Being kind, doing a kind act, releases anxiety, stress, and depression. Do random acts of kindness, but say, have a fantastic day to your friends. Tell your employees they did a fantastic job. You're going to start noticing fantastic in the movies more. It makes you smile, which releases, actually, I always say a smile makes you look better. Everyone looks better with a smile. Makes you feel better because they're releasing endorphins. Makes you live longer because it releases stress. Makes you more successful in business and in relationships. And make the world a kinder place. Say fantastic often. Again, they call me Dr. Fantastic because I'm giving you a prescription for a happier and longer. Am I a fantastic person? No. I'm a happy person. I think I am. But I'm not saying I'm fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I'm just a regular guy that came up with a great plan for humanity. And this is the plan. Be kind. Got a new logo. I'll add to this. And laugh. Laugh at life. Laugh at yourself. Don't take life so seriously. You know, I see these documentaries of someone who had a most fantastic life 100 years ago. They were famous, they were rich, they did amazing things. Some of them were killers and some of them were bad people, but they had the most amazing life. They were in the media and they did amazing things, and they're dead and gone. I didn't know they existed. If they say if in the next 5 minutes what you're doing isn't going to affect something 5 years from now, stop doing it because you're wasting your time. Your life is short. Enjoy your life. Do kind things. Most of all, be kind to yourself. That's what this first episode is about. Be kind to yourself. Man, I hope I got my point across. I hope you watched it this long, 31 minutes into being kind. Nobody has time for kindness. If you really watch it 31 minutes, put a comment below saying you actually watched it. Send me a kind quote. You know, every day I send out motivational quotes to all the ambassadors. And it's usually from someone famous in history. And then I add my own little quote. And then today, for the first time, I did a guy named David, our new ambassador, at 7394. Actually, we're over 7,400 now. But he wrote a very nice little quote. And it goes to your WhatsApp group. And sometimes I put it in Instagram, sometimes Facebook. And it's just to make you smile. I don't ask for money, never ask for money, won't ask for money. We will eventually be a nonprofit. And if we want to really make this go big, ask for money. I mean, not ask for money, but sell things like the pins. See that pin there? Pretty cool pin. People love the pins. And we have a new logo for the stickers I'm giving out. Anyway, all my money goes to this. All my time goes to this. I'm doing it for you. The only thing I benefit from it is I'm feeling fantastic that people say you made my day. Thank you. And they say, did I say kind words? I didn't even say kind words. Say kind words. Like, thank you, please, you're welcome. That's actually for more people. That's be kind to others. Forget about that. Scratch that. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic life. Like, subscribe, share. We need more kind people in the world. Kindness is the most amazing thing once you discover it. We teach our youth, which I'm trying to do, and I'm trying to remind everyone else, be kind. Just be kind. Did you hear what I said? Be kind. It's a 4-letter word. All you need is love. Love is kindness. Kindness is caring. Caring is sharing. Share this. Like, subscribe, share. Love you guys. Thanks for being an ambassador of kindness. If you're not, send me your WhatsApp or go to one of our many websites they call. Have a fantastic day. 34 minutes.